Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf and to another Patreon-sponsored Bag It or Bin It. We're at Bill Frederick Disc Golf Course just outside of Orlando, and we're gonna be taking a look at the Mint Discs Grackle. We're gonna be putting it up against two other discs that are 7 speeds, because it's the 7.5 -1.2. Don't always trust flight numbers, but they're a good place to start. We're gonna be looking at a C-Line FD, and this is kind of funny, I didn't even realize, a Page Pierce Stalker, which is the same numbers, 7.5 -1.2. And both of these discs I actually found in the water of this course on hole 5. That didn't have names or numbers on them. So that's kind of hysterical that we're playing with discs that we found here against a new Grackle. So these will be a little bit beat in, a little bit used. I want to see how all three of these fly against each other and see if this has a spot, because 7.5 -1.2 sounds a lot like 7.5 which are discs that I really like. I have a Birdie Disc Golf Supply Strike, which is a little beat in. That probably flies closer to 7.5 -1.2, but could this be just an off the rack replacement for it? Not 100% sure, but I also have never thrown an FD. This says it has 6 glide, but it's a green one, so I've heard it's a little more overstable. But we're gonna play 6 holes here, 12 through 17 at Bill Frederick. There's a bunch of different shot shapes that we'll get to play them with and see if you should think about bagging the Grackle or throw it in the bin. Let's get on to hole number 1, 350 feet straight away. Just leave it out there flat. When I played this hole before by myself, I'd like to throw the Essence on it, which is a little flippier. So I think a little flat, a little right, should be good. The one thing I know about the Sublime plastic is off the gate, especially since it's humid out here, it feels like it's a little slippery compared to some other plastics, but just keep the nose down, nice and simple. Oh yeah, baby. Well, a little short, I think, but that's just, I like that because it just glides straight on that straight. It's just a rope for a while. Yeah. These discs are so nice. I love this category. Get there and go in. Short. Huh, all right. Both of those are a little nose up. This is the ESP Stalker. Yes, that's more of the line, because that's gonna skip right up to it and not go over. Maybe a little short. Those all might be slightly short, but the Stalker and the Grackle are a little shorter than the FD, so there might be something to the glidiness rumor. Oh, not bad. Low. Nope, perfect. Woo! There is a headwind, which I forgot about, and I'm glad that I forgot about it and the disc didn't. Now for the FD. High. Dang it, man. Par birdie, not a bad way to start. Stalker has the box. All right, nothing crazy here. 355, very downhill, OB long. It's nice that these are all neutral to understable, that all these, if you throw them flat down there, they should turn because we're going downhill. Just gotta keep the nose down, and they should get back past that last gap and be really happy. Honestly, the Stalker feels a little thicker in your hand than these two. The profiles, let's talk real fast. Grackle has kind of like whatever you see from Mint, not really a dome, but like a very slight dome, similar to the goats that they sent me out earlier. Good video, check that out later. It does have a relatively high parting line for one of these discs, so let me see, yeah. The FD has a lot more dome than both these other ones, which is why I imagine it glided a little bit easier to that 350 on the last hole. The parting line of the Grackle seems a little higher than the FD, similar to the Stalker. And the Stalker, I think the reason it feels a little deeper is because it's got a micro bead down here. It feels very comfortable in your hand, the Stalker does. So does the Grackle, and I think it'll bead in to be really comfortable even in this humidity, because it does feel tacky, but I kind of have to like force my thumb into it. C-Line FD feels good. It also feels very slippery, but all these should be pretty solid for this hole. Not that down though. Well, nose was down. Grackle up next. Ooh. So I tried to overcompensate and threw it into the woods. Huh. That is the correction. Oh no, it's too straight. Sit down though. Please sit down. Okay, good. That's some thick grass. Easy sit. Okay. Little patent pending. Oh no. Get lucky. All right, little Miss Stalker. Don't complicate it, nice and simple. That's it. Nice shot. Can't even putt it yet. I think double bogey ends it, but single bogey, still doable. Flew ball there. It's very straight, I love it. Straight with the slightest bit of finish. I think these will all beat in very quickly to be just super straight laser beams, which is like a disc that you definitely need in your bag in the 7 or 8 speed category. Not spinny enough. I was gonna blame the wind, but it's never the wind's fault. It's always your fault, unfortunately. All right, basically just wanna punch straight out of here and just keep it straight because the wind is gonna push it left, and then once it starts to show any edge, it's gonna push itself left. So just a straight shot, 288. Man, I love throwing that thing a little low. Yeah, that's a birdie. Whoa, get stable. Oh, never mind, that's perfect. Never mind, that's absolutely parked. Same shot with the Grackle. That thing does have 6 glide compared to these. That thing is way glidier. Oh, I hate that disc apparently. What a terrible, terrible shot. I keep over-rotating on that one and that one alone. Got a forehand, roller, scramble. Yes, keep going. Get around that and I'll have a putt. Let's go. Good shot. Gotta make this putt. Otherwise I have to go 3 for 3 on the back. Step, get in. Oh, gotta get the next 3. Unfortunate. It's 336 uphill with left to right, so it should be good because I think it flies very similar to this Stalker. The Stalker is very flat though. I mean, this is honestly, for all, no, it's got a little dome. I was gonna say it's pretty flat. It's close. The Grackle has a little more finish than a lot of the other ones, but 2 bogeys. I have to get these 3. Otherwise it's going to the Patreon. And no matter what, I just want to get a good reading of how it flies. FD has the box. Oh, the wind did not do what I thought it would do. Get more turn. Okay, that's good. 2 wind dummies, a little anhyzer actually, instead of straight to slight hyzer. Come on, Grackle. Glide, 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 glide. No, 2 nose up. That seemed like the best shot, but it is far away. I think I expected that to act more like my Essence. I thought out of my hand that was pretty good. I think it has a little bit of extra stability, which is kind of really nice. Like I think that and the Stalker are very similar. The Stalker might be slightly less stable now, but it's because it's a little beat in. It honestly flies very similar to a 7502, which might be interesting because I recall that the Diamondback from Mint is like 9.5 -22, but Mason Ford is throwing it in a more controlled driver slot, like maybe his getaway was at Dynamic. And so it might just be a numbering thing where it's just hard to say. Oh, I wanted that to stay up so bad. No, too low. Got it. I aimed at the band too, and it did not drop it. Man, I hit my point. All right, the next one, a roller can get to the eagle because it's like 450 foot par 4. Grackle's still back in the box. We're gonna try a roller with all of these. Get under. Oh, I really like that. Okay, just get it down on the ground a little earlier. Whoa, that kind of started stabling out of it, like fast. All right, I'm not good at rollers. It's gotta be perfect with the Grackle. More angle than I think, get it down. Yes. Stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Whoa, I am bad at rollers. Yep. Oh yeah, FD, pretty nice. I don't think it'll make my bag, but I might put it up against the strikes because I like that a lot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta play in the woods some more. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, I know this is super low percentage, but I'm gonna try to backhand it straight through this gap. Kind of a dumb shot, but we're gonna try it. Actually, the forehand roller is a really good shot. Whatever. Beautiful. Last hole, you can kind of barely see it through those trees over there. We're coming all the way back here. All right, so we got a straight ahead shot, finishing to the left, 385. Normally I'd want a distance boy on this. Grackle's getting given away even if I ace it, but I would say so far, I mean, I think this is a really solid disc. There's just a lot in this category, and this is good for mint players, I think, to have something, because I love this type of discs for the woods. Very shapeable. I wish I could get my shot right with it this time, but it is very similar to these other ones. FD just slightly longer because it's slightly glidier. But that makes this more workable because you won't have to wait for it to get out of lines as fast. So really, really solid discs. FD, gonna be up first. I'm glad I reviewed this because this might fight for a spot. It's so humid. Little late stand up. That actually might fight for a spot. I think that might be like close to pin high. That should be fine too. It's a nice wide fairway for me. Appreciate it. I cannot get the release right on that disc. I'm gonna go to a field after this and throw it a couple times, but I cannot get the release right. It does feel slightly more shallow. I think a part of it is like my hands get progressively sweatier until I throw it, but it does feel slightly more shallow, and I think the plastic is a little bit more slippery than the other two. I never feel confident throwing it, I don't think. It is definitely a good disc though, and there are other plastics. And I think this is gonna bead into a really nice plastic, but you'll have to ask my patron because I won't have the disc anymore. Gonna be honest, I'm not making that putt obstructed. So we're just gonna call that +3, pars and a bogey to the field. Everyone's always like so surprised that I'm wanting to move to Denver from Florida. But I gotta say, being a sweaty little Italian guy, I get in this humidity, like I look like I took a shower. I'm soaking wet. Like it feels so good, but I like just, it feels a little shallower than the other ones and a little more slick. So just getting a good grip on it to rip it does not feel good, but I'm gonna try to throw a good shot with it and then replicate it with the other two. Put a little turn on it. Wow, that's such a nice flight. I really wish I could be confident in releasing that because that's such a good flight. So it holds that angle a lot longer. Wow. Those are not far. All right, we set the bag up. I'm gonna say overall my verdict on these is it's a bag of disc. All of them are actually. And you don't hear a lot about the Stalker anymore. I don't even know if Paige still throws it, honestly, but that's a really good mold. I think it fits a little more comfortably and releases a little easier out of my hands. I kind of like slightly deeper 7 speeds, which not like deep by any means, but the strike is slightly deeper. It just allows me to feel like I can rip it a little bit more without it slipping off my hands. 104 meters, so times 3, probably close to 345. And then the FD, oh, the FD went kind of really far. You guys are so slanted. I'm sorry, I'm a little lazy right now. And I gotta film another 18-holer. Hopefully I don't suck. 121 meters. No. 400 feet? It's a smash, dude, holy crap. Congrats to my patron for requesting the disc and then me losing. I seem to always lose these Patreon ones, almost every time. It's kind of a bad habit. Appreciate you guys all for watching. Check out the last Patreon sponsor, Bag It or Bin It, right down there. Check out my mint disc goat video, another good video, right down there. That's all, okay, love you, bye.